Well, another meeting between Israel and the Palestinian Authority has ended with not much, if anything, achieved.
While today, as in the past, what I'm able to share with you is limited, I will say that the two leaders are not leaving the tough issues to the end of their discussions.
Mitchell refused to say what core issues were discussed during the talks between Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and the acting Palestinian Authority chief Mahmoud Abbas. He only expressed optimism that the negotiations are going in what he called the right direction. The U.S. envoy hinted at the upcoming expiration of a partial Israeli settlement freeze in the occupied West Bank by only saying progress was being made. This is while Netanyahu has made clear that the moratorium would not be extended beyond September the 26th. Palestinian negotiators have threatened to walk away from the talks if settlement activities continue. Well, for more on these Mideast talks, we're now joined by Cynthia McKinney, who is a former U.S. Congresswoman who joins us on the line from Atlanta, Georgia. Ms. McKinney, as always, thank you for joining our broadcast. Now, ever since the New World Order was ushered in post-World War II, Israel and the U.S. have always seemed to be buying time for some unknown goal. In your mind, what may that goal be, and when will we all know if it succeeded or failed?
Well, that's a very interesting question. Of course, we all are interested in peace, but as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and many others have said, that we cannot get to peace if we don't have justice, and we can't get to justice if we don't have peace, if we don't have truth. So, first of all, we have to understand what the truth is, and then move to a just solution, and that just solution will provide us peace. But unfortunately, while the United States and Israel and the defrocked Abbas talk, Palestinians continue to lose their land and die. Now, unless that scenario is changed such that Palestinian elections are recognized, Palestinian parliamentarians are released from prison, Israel joins the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty and submit to monitors, and then the United States ends its military transfers to Israel and enforces its own laws with respect to the targeting of civilians, all this is a bad political theater, kind of like a C-rated science fiction blood and gore film with B-rate actors.
Talking about bad political theater, Ms. McKinney, Hamas has been sidelined despite its willingness to engage. Now, Mossad's former director, Israel's National Security Council's former head, and even Jimmy Carter have said that any Israeli-Palestinian agreement has to include Hamas. Why then the blatant ignorance of this on the part of all the negotiating parties?
Well, of course, this is something that I have also submitted as a suggestion to the White House, that they negotiate with Hamas as a legitimate representative of the Palestinian people. But this is not going to happen because this is not a process that is dictated by what is right, what is just, what is fair, what is equitable, and what the Palestinian people want. This is a process that is guided by what Israel wants.
Right. Now, ma'am, Israeli media has essentially ignored the current peace talks, with Tuesday's negotiations not even making it to the front page of Hebrew newspapers. Can that be taken as a sign that the Israeli public knows that these talks are futile and that they will have their way in continuing the land grab of Palestinian territories?
Well, let's put it this way. Right now, the United States is in no way ready to enforce its own laws. The United States is not in any way ready to say no to the Israeli military machine. And until the United States, through its various organs, is ready to say no, let us deal seriously with the issues that will bring us peace, then I can see where this is just a ho-hum, yawning kind of situation for the Israeli public, because they already know the outcome.
All right, that was Cynthia McKinney, former U.S. Congresswoman, joining us there on the line from Atlanta, Georgia. Ms. McKinney, as always, thank you very much for your insight.